This episode is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Satisfy your hunger. Eat more chicken by visiting the Chick-fil-A at the River Park Shopping Center in Sugar Land, Texas, or the Brazos Town Center in Rosenberg, Texas. Now to today's episode.
I am counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing,
Welcome to the ND 500 podcast. Today is Fun Friday. And today I want to encourage you to try something different. Yes, I want you to get out of your comfort zone and try something different. The whole purpose of our Fun Fridays is to enrich the lives of your family. So one of the things that I've discovered is that once you're able to get out of your comfort zone and to try something different, it actually brings the family together. It enriches your time together. My wife and I, we had decided to go parasailing. That's a funny story. We were both nervous about it. We kind of went back and forth, actually on the boat, off the boat, and all that before we actually sailed off to go parasailing. So it was interesting. The actual ride out to the actual parasail, we had to get on a speedboat and ride way out in the water somewhere to meet another boat in which we would get on to go parasailing. And the entire time while we were on the boat, we were looking at each other. We were both nervous. We were like, where are we going? This looks like this is far enough. This is deep water and all of that. So you can imagine the rush that both of us was feeling, the uncertainty. And then once we actually met the other boat, we got on that boat and they fastened us up. They told us what was going to happen. And at the same time, then they turned us backwards. And so we couldn't see what was going on. And they had this big parachute and the speedboat took off and it flew us off from this boat. And we just went way up in the air. It was about 800 feet in the air. So it was way up and it made everything look little and all of that. So it was an extreme rush when we were leaving the boat and going up into the air. And once we was in the air, everything kind of cooled down. And my wife and I, we was both, laughing and all of that, and everything had calmed down. And then once we rode around for a little bit on the boat, high in the air, just seeing all the scenery. I mean, it was beautiful. It was sunny outside. And then once we were able to come back down to the boat, everything was A-okay. But what that did, it just enriched our experience together, and it gave us something that we could look back on. It allowed us to have fun together, and it allowed us to experience something different together. We both had an extreme rush, and on the ride back home, we just giggled and laughed and, talked about how the both of us felt, doing the boat ride and while we was going up in the air and all that stuff. So it definitely is a good thing to do once you're able to get out of your comfort zone. So whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, if you haven't thought about doing anything, just try something different. Whatever it is, if it's trying a different food, if it's trying a different restaurant, or it's trying a different place than you usually go to, it'll all enrich your experience with your family. So on this weekend, try something new, get out of your comfort zone, and have fun with your family. Until next time, live in truth.